Stan Freberg.
A territory's great, but you gotta have a state.
Meets Pink Martini. I'm Steve Coffey, and this is Take 5 on News Talk 1110 KBND. The very popular and eclectic music group Pink Martini is at the Les Schwab Amphitheater in Bend Saturday. The group is joined by the 234th Army Band performing Oregon, Oregon, all to mark Oregon's 150th birthday this year. This is a continuation of the radio play in 3 acts written originally by Stan Freberg in 1959 for Oregon's 100th birthday.
Well, what do you give a state on its 100th birthday? Especially a state that already has everything, like Oregon. I suggested that it might be a nice idea if they threw a big birthday party with ice cream and cake and paper hats and noisemakers. The only noisemaker they were interested in was me.
What resulted was a story of 2 explorers named Harry and David who appear in the wilderness, the Oregon Territory, and they sing a song, "The territory is great, but you gotta have a state."
Pink Martini founder Tom Lauderdale.
Out pops the witch, who grants them the wish of a state. She releases it from the bottle, with the caveat that after 100 years, it must go back into the bottle.
Back in the bottle, babbling brook. Back in the bottle, Tillamook.
When I joined the Oregon 150 board, knowing in the back of my mind about this production from 1959, I suddenly thought it'd be really amazing to update it and to write a new Act 4. And so with a team of Oregonian experts, Mary Oberst, the First Lady of Oregon, and David Bragdon, the Metro Council President, Sarah Duger, who's a professor of literature as well as a rock and roll girl, and it's Harry Rubinowitz, the 92-year-old conductor of Chariots of Fire. We all collaborated and worked hard on a new Act 4, which is sort of compatible with the spirit of the 1959 production.
You got some pretty big shoes to fill to write something, that was originally written by Stan Freberg, and another bunch of shoes that you got to fill. The band in the original production was Billy May.
That is actually a lot. We're collaborating with the 234th Army Band of the Oregon National Guard, and so it's Pink Martini intermingled with the 234th Army Band, all under the direction of Ashley Alexander, who is their commander. And we've got a cast of 10 plus, and a chorus and scenery by this guy, incredible guy named Scrappers, and then there's a 9-foot beaver, a 9-foot prehistoric Oregon beaver being built by Malia Jensen. That's the premise of our production. I mean, the idea is that it's absurd and crazy and hopefully fun along the way. And it's been just an amazing thing to collaborate with the 234th Army Band and to work with these sort of actors and musicians and set designers.
This is the first time it's going to be actually performed live.
Right.
The original was on vinyl. This is going to be a big challenge then for working in all your sound effects, isn't it?
Sound effects are actually being done by a really amazing person named Pat Janowski, who is also one of the writers. She does sound effects for that show on Public Broadcasting Livewire. And so she's got a whole treasure trove of all kinds of sound effects. It's sort of a semi-staged thing with a few costumes and a big beaver and some painted mountains and a big bottle, of course.
Oh, yeah, I got to have the bottle.
Got to have the bottle.
Is Oregon, Oregon, when you're playing in that, are you going to have some of that distinctive Pink Martini sound is worked into this?
Yes, but no. Yes, but no.
This is a fun project for you, isn't it?
It's a spectacle. What I'm most looking forward to is caravanning, with the Army Band and the various trucks and trailers that are going to hold the beaver and the equipment and the sets and the costumes and the cast and and Pink Martini. So it's one gigantic caravan.
Oregon, you'll be our state.
It's a sesquicentennial fable now in 4 acts. Pink Martini performs Oregon, Oregon tonight at the Oregon State Fair and brings it to the Les Schwab Amphitheater in Bend tomorrow night. Then they're on to the Brit Festival in Jacksonville Sunday, and finally at the Oregon Zoo in Portland on September 5th. I'm Steve Coffey, and this is Take 5 on News Talk 1110 KBND. Depend on us.